Hey Taurus, I hope all is well. So I have just recorded a members reading regarding what is coming up for the Mercury retrograde. So for those of you who are interested in finding out what could be going on for this season, okay, the good, the bad, the ugly, I'm going to be uploading that. By the time you see this, I would have uploaded. Please click join in the description box for those of you who want to become a member. No obligation whatsoever. There's a number of readings over there that I've been recording for a consistent amount of time. So there's that. Let's get into this. Blessed Sunday for you. Hopefully you are enjoying the weekend. Without further ado, let's get into this. I've really struggled to get to all my signs this week, but yeah, it's been out of my control this week, guys. So sorry for the delayed schedule, but I've been posting as I can. Personal readings are open, Black Butterfly Diamond Tarot at gmail.com. I do close in a few weeks as I'm nearing the summer, and I'll be going away for the summer as well. So it's very important that you guys get into me early, and I will be reopening in the new academic year, which is September, because I kind of coincide my schedule with my son, because I've got to be on hand to do what I got to do there. And there's that. All right, let's get into this for you. Taurus, what's going on? We've got a hater. Oh my gosh. Why? Envy. Woo! Hater, envy. Why? It's so funny, right? My mom's a Taurus. I went to see my sisters and my mom yesterday, and we got into a conversation, right? Healer. Yeah. And we were having a conversation very interestingly regarding, some people think that envy needs to come from a space of you having a lot, like, or you living in a way that is lavish or boastful or this or whatever. Sometimes people envy people for reasons that you don't maybe even realize or recognize. And just if someone perceives you as having more than them, whether that is an aura, a light, whether that is, you're doing good for yourself, whether it is the way that you kind of maneuver through life, whether it is, you show up, you're presentable, you're clean, you do your hair, you're decent. People can envy you for the smallest things. And my mom's a Taurus, right? And I'm in a Taurus reading. This looks like you questioning as to why. Just had that conversation last night. Why it's like somebody may be envying you, and you will look at this person like, why? But I just this, or but I'm just a girl, or but I'm just a guy. Like, but you have what they feel like they are lacking. That's the but. Interesting. Let's see. Naive. Love. This is interesting. Vacay. I don't know. Anxiety. Listen, I feel like you are in a phase of your life where things are going well. I feel like there's a person here who could be doing well. You could have new love in your life, or you have abundant love in your life. You could be somebody here who is very loved. Even if you are single, solo, dolo, doesn't matter. There's someone here who maybe you feel like you're really kind of like, I don't know if some of you, it's like, before you become awakened, or before you become aware of the ways of the world, right? Because I've not always been as insightful. There will be times where I wouldn't necessarily, I've always grown up, right, to never envy what other people have, right? It's been instilled in me from a very young age. You don't know what that person did to get what they did. You don't know if they had to sell their soul. You don't know if they had to sell their underneath and open up their legs to get what they have. I'm just being real. You don't know if, that person has struggled and cried and done all of these things and sacrificed sleep and eating and all of these. You don't know what end of the scale that somebody has had to hit to get what they have. Okay, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything included, right, under that umbrella. You don't know what people go through to have what they have. So it's very important. I've always grown up, and it was very instilled in me. Don't envy what other people have. Doesn't matter if you feel like you don't have that. You don't know what they did to get what they had. It was very much repeated to me as a young'un. Hence the reason why, in growing up, kind of like the energy of before you become awakened, before you have experience of navigating relationships, friendships, platonic or romantic or whatever in between, colleagues, work, you could have relationships with various people. That energy around you not understanding that people can envy like things that you don't even feel like should be envied. Does that make sense? Some people envy the way that people love you. Some people envy the recognition that you get. Some people envy your ability to do things that they can't. And this kind of gives the energy of naivety. I don't know if you're younger. I don't know if you're kind of just becoming awakened or hip to, people's ways or the ways of the world, or you're going to be learning a lesson through someone that you're dealing with or someone that you've been dealing with regarding they envy me for something that I don't even think should be envied because this is just me. There's a real humble, naive energy about some of you. And there's like a lesson coming in the form of a person where you're going to see a side to them where it's like, oh, they envy me because I'm single and I can go on holiday every other month. Or I have a job where I can travel because the vacay card here is here. There's a contentment that some of you are living in with the love card and the vacay card. This could be envying your relationship. This could be envying the love that you get, whether you have a platform, you just do your job well, you mix in networking circles and people love your work, whatever it is, there's some sort of hate that's coming towards you. And you're really kind of sitting in this energy of naive and why I'm getting where it's like, it's just this. But no, it's not just that. It's something that they don't have, or they perceive that they can't have what you have. There's something in you that they see that lacks within themselves. Hence the reason why envy is there and envy happens and jealousy comes about and so forth. So there's something here that's being highlighted around that. Let's get into this. Just yesterday, I was having this conversation. That's crazy. Sorry, guys, I had one of those moments. This could be about your finances. King of Pentacles. Could be an earth sign. Let's see. Six of Coins in the reverse. The King of Wands. You could be a free spirit. You could be enjoying your life. I could be talking to a masculine. Doesn't matter. You could own your own business. This gives heavy. I'm living free. I'm living good. I'm in my era of enjoyment. I am. You could dress really nice. You could present yourself really, really nice. Emperor. And you've got the stability in order to do it. And someone may not have what you have. That's what this is giving. The Six of Coins is in the reverse. Someone can't live like you, or they perceive themselves as not being able to live how you're living. The Empress, the Seven of Wands. Four of Swords, the Ace of Swords, the World. There could be something here around travel or your freedom, your ability to go to new places. You may not have necessarily ties to you. Maybe I'm talking to somebody without any children. Even if I'm talking to somebody with children, you may travel with your kids. There's something that you're able to do that somebody perceives themselves as not being able to, and they feel defensive about this. This could even be a family member of yours with the Ten of Coins being here. Somebody's very defensive where it comes to you. There's an angst, like a, do you know what I mean? The Emperor. Over how you're living. Somebody could feel that you have it easy. I can't lie to you. Things fall in your lap. You're living good, and it's like, do they even work? Or do they even think? Or did they, someone has that idea about you. They don't see the rest of it. They don't see the sleepless nights. They don't see where you're being disciplined. Because hard work and success, it doesn't just fall in your lap. You have to put energy into it. It's tiring, it's tedious. It isn't easy. It is not easy. Let's take this, for example, building a platform. You have to be consistent. You have to show up. You have to make time. It doesn't just come. You don't just get it. Like, you have to consistently. There's so many compartments to it. There's so many moving parts that happen behind the scenes that make this a thing, you know? And that's the point that I'm trying to make is that's the part that somebody's overlooking. They see the glitz, they see the success, they see you living free, they see you booking another trip, they see you going on another plane, or they see you taking another road trip, or they see you come with your bags because you've gone shopping again, they see you revamp your home. Oh, didn't you just do that last year? But it's your prerogative. You can do what you want to do with your freedom and your life. I could be talking to somebody who's very free. Again, even if you have kids or a kid, there's something here about you being in a scenario that somebody deems as better with the Four of Cups and the Tower. It's hitting somebody that they're hating on you. Some people don't even realize that they're hating on other people, and that you've got a big hater. Mm-hmm. The Moon, Five of Pentacles, with the Star. They feel like they don't touch where it comes to you. Queen of Pentacles definitely is about your finances, your money, your position, your ability to do things for yourself. Three of Pentacles, King of Swords, Magician, Knight of Coins. You have some sort of communication that you're going to have with someone, and it may shock you, but it's going to clear up a lot of things where it comes to where you stand with an individual. There's something here that's going to hit you like a ton of bricks. It really does give the energy of someone being quite, this person wouldn't envy me, or this person wouldn't feel away, or they're my people, or they're supportive, or they're this, or they're that. And someone's going to say something that's really going to take you by surprise, where it's like, oh, so you're hating on me. Now I'm not trying to say like you're walking around with your head in the clouds, but there's a person who you don't expect to have this energy towards you, and they do. There's like also an energy here of someone feeling like, are you even doing this alone? Do you have some sort of help behind the scenes? Because it looks too good to be true. Someone's way too focused on how good someone's living, what they have. Pocket watching, most definitely. Pocket watching, most definitely. Meanwhile, it could have taken you a while to even get to this position. Someone wonders if you're by yourself or if you have some sort of hidden help, whether you're hiding a connection or a relationship. Are you? King of Coins? You could well be. Whether you're single or taken, whether you're single or you're in a relationship. Ace of Wands. The Devil. I don't know if you're the one in the relationship and someone is single and they're envying you because you and your partner are able to live good. Take this how it resonates. Or it could be the other way around, that they're in the relationship. It could look like these people are very stable, but they are envying something that they can't have because they're not on their own. Like, if you're free, if you don't have any kids, if you don't have any sort of baggage, I want to say, I'm not trying to call kids baggage, but when you have kids, there's more to it. There's more to navigate. Okay, let's not even get into that. As somebody with kids, it's a lot more going on, right? As somebody with a kid, I have one. But what I'm trying to say is, it's like, even if this is somebody here who seems to have it all, they have their own abundance, they're blessed in their own right. These could be people that do very well for themselves, but there's some sort of lack that they're feeling looking at the way you're living. Even if this is not about finances, someone here is living really good in a way that another person is not. And because they're connected to you, they are envying the lifestyle you're living, even though in their own corner, where they're at, where their grass is, it's not bad grass. Someone could be very greedy, like it's never enough. Whether you're the solo person, one person's single, one person might be in a relationship. The couple could be living quite cool. They have their blessings. Maybe you could say that there's things to that people could look at their relationship and say, oh, that's fantastic, that's amazing. But there's a way that you're living. This could be in some sort of truth. This could be because you can afford to be by yourself and you have the freedom to do things, but they're stuck to a person. There's something. There's a difference to the way you live and the way that they live, and they envy the way you live. 10 of Wands. This is like the expectation that because you're single, you're supposed to struggle. Because you don't have a partner, things are going to be hard for you. Because you have kids, you're going to be struggle. You're on the struggle bus. Page of Swords. This could even be a couple that's watching you. Judgment. You're not fitting the mold. You're not fitting the typical stereotype of a person, that a lifestyle that you have, or a circumstance you have. Eight of Cups and Three of Swords. It's like it's bothering someone that you're still living comfortable. It's bothering someone that you're making a stereotype or a way that you are living. Hope you're following me. You're making it look like it's not as bad as what it's. So let's use this, okay? And I'm going to use this because I am a single mum. That's the reason why I am going to use this. But this could be for anybody, even if you don't have kids, right? This is like the perception over people feeling like, and don't get me wrong, it is difficult to navigate single parenting, especially if you're somebody here who is doing it financially. You show up to everything. You know, you do the sickness, you do the dish, you do the sleepless nights, you do the washing, you do everything. You take them here, you do the play dates, you go here, you make sure there's food in the thing, you keep them entertained. Like, there's a lot that goes into it, right? Those are just naming some of the things that come under that umbrella of looking after children. If you look after multiples, wow, amazing for you, amazing to you, because it takes a lot. Even one kid is a lot, right? Multiples, whew, I don't know. Anyway, it's like single parent, right? Feeling like because you're a single parent and you've got so much to do and you navigate so much that you're supposed to be broke, or because you're not only taking care of yourself, that you're less fortunate or you're not able to. And don't get me wrong, that is some people's truth and that is some people's reality. It's a blessing to be able to hold it together, look after yourself, and be able to have a kid and navigate everything you need to navigate to still live good, to have some sort of comfortability where you're not struggling, where you're dragging yourself and your kid over the ground, you know, especially if you're not getting financial support, especially if you are someone here who's predominantly doing it on your own. You don't have nobody else to rely on. Someone feels that because you are in a circumstance, i.e. being a single mum, this is an example, that you're supposed to be dragging yourself on the ground. Your kid's supposed to be unkept. You know, your home is supposed to be dragged down. You know, you're supposed to be living on, you know, sleeping on a mattress on the floor. Like, I don't know how grim you want it to get, but, and I'm not saying that that can't be people's reality, but there's definitely like a projection over how you should be living because of, and because you're not, that's not your reality. Yes, you could be a single parent. I could be talking to you, a mother with an earth sign child. Doesn't have to be though. Because you have a child, or because you're solo and you're doing it on your own and you're able to take care of your kid, they see you and you don't look dusty and musty, you've got things going on, you're able to take care of your kid, you're able to take care of yourself, your home doesn't look torn down, you know, it looks decent, things kind of look good in your world. It's like someone is uncomfortable that the perception that they have over you as a single mom or a solo individual who is by themselves and doesn't have fulfillment of another person or sharing it with someone, or even the opposite, if you're in a coupling and this is a single person, they're envying your ability to do things with your person. Flip it how you need to. They are really, really bothered by that. They're really, really, really bothered by that. They're really bothered by that. 10 of Cups, this could be family. 3 of Swords and the 8 of Cups. You're not fitting what they set for you in their head. Again, does not have to be a single parent situation. You could be a single person. Where are you going with this, Spirit? I feel like I'm spending too long. 20 minutes. 6 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, the Star, the Knight of Wands, the Fool. Your reality doesn't fit someone else's reality or perception that they have over you. This is like you having wishes fulfilled, you being in control of your own. You can get up and go when you want. I could be talking to a solo person. I could even be talking to somebody with a responsibility, with a husband and a wife. There is an element of freedom, or the way that you're living is good, it's comfortable, that somebody envies. Who is this person? 3 of Cups, could even be a friend. 6 of Swords. This is somebody who you're going to find is going to distance themselves from you. Communication could be getting less and less between you and this person. Why is that? 5 of Swords in the reverse and the Sun. The Queen of Wands. 7 of Coins. The 7 of Swords and the Moon. Heavy jealousy. Heavy jealousy. This could be somebody jealous over your looks as well. You could have really long hair. Long black hair could be significant. You're not... I don't know if somebody here was kind of using you as, look at them and look at me. Look how me and my husband live, and that's the, the single parent in the corner, or, that's the single person that don't have a man or don't have a woman. There's something here where someone really wanted to kind of use you as a person to kind of say, we're not living like that. I don't live like that. Me and my person don't live like that. Or I don't live like that and they're like this. There's something here about that. I'm almost done. And less you're gonna hear from this person less and less. You're gonna start to see this person less and less. And that's the reason. Because you're no longer the person that they can look at and point at and say, oh, well, we're not living like that. Or, me and my husband are together. Or me and my partner are together. We're not in a single parent household. There's something. We don't live like that. But they can't do that anymore because you have success in your own right. I'm talking to somebody who's made the most out of a circumstance that they're in. Keep living, man. People have really, really weird energy towards certain people for like nothing. You were like the person that they like to have around because they were doing better than you. Or your circumstances meant that they will always look better than you, standing next to you, being a friend to you, being a sibling to you, being somebody who's, who rolls with you. It's weird. Like befriending someone or keeping someone close because you make them look better because they perceive themselves as doing better than you or having more than you. And you're turning out to be successful in your own right, whatever that looks. But you and someone live completely different lifestyles. Child or no child. Single or taken. Flip it how you need to, because I'm getting both. And slowly but surely you and someone is going to disconnect. And that's not a bad thing. I don't know who that was for. Interesting. Taurus. Those were your messages. If you like how I read, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. But until next time, personal readings are open. If you'd like clarity on your own personal situation, remember, this is a general reading on YouTube, so don't expect this to always be your story. Get at me, blackbutterflydiamondtarot@gmail.com, and I'll give you some clarity on your own personal situation if you would like. Take care of yourself. Blessed Sunday. Mwah. Love each other. Love yourself. And I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.